I just arrange my shit. Because there's a lump in my bedroom floor, which is the weirdest thing to say. But, like, it's, like, at the worst place possible. Mm-hmm. Because if it was 6 inches further from my desk... Like, the way that it is, my chair cannot be at a comfortable distance from my desk. I'm either, like, super duper up on it or, like, really far away and have to, like, lean in.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You're super cursed.
I know. I don't know where this lump in my floor came from. I don't know if I don't think it was here when I moved in, and I have no idea how I could have possibly caused it.
There's a body there.
I mean, the body, if there's a body there, it wasn't there when I moved in.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's more startling.
I mean, so the only thing I can think is that, like, someone who has come to visit my house left a body there. Mm-hmm. So, we got a short suspect list. We got Lexi, we've got Ash, we've got Kit.
Yeah?
That's pretty much everyone who's been in my room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Jackson, my roommate's yellow lab.
Oh, well, you know, it could be Jackson.
Maybe Jackson's hiding bodies.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. It's The Secret Life of Dogs. Remember that movie?
I remember, isn't it The Secret Life of Pets?
It is. I was confusing it, but I was mixing up that movie and Cats and Dogs, the movie about the cats that are evil and the dogs that are super spies.
I'm just going to go on a limb and say that every animated movie is the same.
I mean...
That's not fair. That's not generous, but you know what?
Cats and Dogs wasn't even an animated movie.
Look, all children's movies are exactly... Okay, let me extend that broader. Everything is exactly the same.
This is true. This is why we've chosen to watch Final Destination 2 this week.
Because everything is exactly the same?
Because everything is exactly the same.
Wow. You're gonna have to explain that philosophy to me.
I mean, you're the one who came up with it. I was just saying, like, that's why. I was just giving it a reason. I don't have to explain this.
Okay. Let's connect this. Okay, so everything is exactly the same, therefore Final Destination 2, because
movies are the same, and it's completely by random happenstance, and we just threw a dart at the wall of all the movies that are exactly the same, and it just happened to be Final Destination 2, and I didn't choose this one because I wanted to round out the series or anything. I just chose this one completely at random, and movies is the same.
Movies is the same.
Movies is the same. There's nothing, absolutely nothing different from this movie, and Bridge to Terabithia.
Sure. Movie I've definitely never seen.
I was trying to think of the movie Bridges of Madison County.
Well, I don't know that one either.
But the movie that came to mind was Bridge to Terabithia, which is the one where the girl falls off the rope swing and breaks her fucking neck in the third act, and that's how the movie is.
Oh yeah, I read the book. I remember being super disappointed because it's like most of the book is just like them bonding, and I was like, oh, it's friendship, and then it's child death, and I'm like,
yeah,
hey, child death, like I wasn't like sad that a character I liked died. I was sad because I was like upset because like this like book was recommended to me as a child. And B, it didn't make any sense. Like, what am I supposed to learn from this as, like, an elementary school thing? Like kids die? Like, thanks. I needed to know that. I needed to be aware of my own mortality as, like, a 4th grader, you know?
Yeah.
That's my rant about Bridge to Terabithia. Let it be known that it has been since 4th grade since I've read it. So, cannot speak on the validity of my complaints I just issued out. These are just...
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. I'm just reading the Wikipedia page for Bridge to Terabithia now. Jess finds that his father and mother were worried sick since they didn't know where he was. His father reveals to Jess that Leslie had died that morning by drowning in the rain-swollen creek after the rope she used to cross it broke.
Yeah, because, no.
She doesn't even have a quick death. She falls and breaks her leg and drowns.
It's horrible.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's horrible. And also, it's like, that's one where it's like, oh, we take this bridge and it, like, takes us to an imagination land. And I was like, wow, that's fun. And that's child death. And I'm like, no.
Do you know who directed that movie, by the
way?
Who? Gabor Supo.
Who's that?
The guy, the one of the co-founders of Klasky Supo.
I don't know what that
made
is.
like Rugrats and Duckman and Real Monsters, that cartoon studio.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is the same.
Everything is exactly the same.
Nothing has changed.
Terabithia is exactly... Okay.
The fucked up thing is that Bridge to
exactly the same as
Terabithia...
Final Destination 2, so...
Yeah, okay. So with that, let's get into the movie. Welcome to Fear Baiting, everyone.
Your number one, we finally watched all the movies podcast.
Yeah, your number one series finale podcast, which is to say that we finished. This is the finale of the Final Destination series. Not that our podcast is ending.
No, yeah,
but like with no more Final Destination films on the way, like what's the fucking point?
So, like, you know, there's like a canonical order to watch all the Final Destination movies, and then there's the fear baiting order to watch all the Final Destination movies.
This is the machete order of the Final Destination universe.
Someone's gonna have to go through our archive and like tell us like what order we actually watched that in.
I think we did 3, 4, 5, 1, 2.
No, I think didn't we watch?
3 was the first one. I know that.
Okay.
Which one had the eye? Which one had the one where the girl gets laser eyed? Is that 5 or 4?
I don't remember. I actually think it's 3, 5, 4, 1, 2.
You might be right. Final Destination.
Are you just gonna go through our Libsyn archive?
No, I'm just gonna look for. Okay, Final Destination 5 was it was 3, 4, 5, 1, 2 because I didn't want to. I remember the first time that we watched the second time we watched the Final Destination, I was like, I don't want to watch the one with the eye trauma, so let's watch Final Destination 4. So I think that's it. So I wasn't here last week.
Yes.
And I appreciate you covering for me and saying that it was because I had a prior engagement. But I kind of want to be transparent about exactly why I wasn't here. And it was because I sat down to watch Funny Games, and Blair warned me going in that there was some like leg trauma, which is like ever since my accident, that's been kind of a big trigger for me. Like if I'm caught off guard by it, it can like have some really bad effects. And Blair warned me, like, hey, skip from like the 26th minute to the 28th, and I was like, okay, sure. Then I did that, and like I did get to miss the part where Tim Roth's fucking leg gets split in half, or what the fuck ever happens in there.
Yeah.
But then they're just like aggravating the injury for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Like at one point they step on his broken foot and throw Nicole Kidman onto it, and I'm like, oh, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much to Robin for taking my place.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was, like, watching it, I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. But then as I was thinking about it afterwards, I was like, maybe not bad for me, but maybe bad for someone else.
Maybe bad for someone who has specifically very, very severe leg-related trauma problems.
Yeah. Well, the thing is what I was bracing myself for, because, like, everyone who, like, talked to me about that movie is just like, oh, it's so gruesome. So I was, like, bracing myself for, like, actual, like mutilation or whatever. So when it was just, like, broken leg, I was like, oh, that's fine. But then I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
So, anyway, in any case.
Anyways, so this week on upcominghorrormovies.com, .net, .org, we've got The Nun coming out soon, which we should talk about The Nun actually a little bit.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't want to give this like more lip service than a shitty horror movie with a shitty marketing campaign deserves. But this is just kind of like a heinous thing that like they're extremely taking advantage of the fact that. So if you haven't heard, the problem with The Nun is that they put an ad out on YouTube, like a 5-second ad or something that was like. It had a picture of someone's volume on it had like video of someone's volume being turned on an iPhone, and then a huge jump scare, and that was the end of the ad. And it was one of those unskippable ones, like those ones you get on your phone that's like 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
Or 5 seconds long, and like it's just like video will play after ad thing. Yeah. And they got a shitload of flack for that, because like that's just like...
This is the first time I'm hearing about this, and it's probably because I have ads turned off everywhere. So
on your phone?
I don't watch YouTube on my phone.
Oh, I watch YouTube on my phone, like, constantly. I never got this ad because it, like, happened during the day, but, like, I've got ads turned off everywhere else.
Yeah.
But, I get, like, a shitload of ads on my phone. It's a lot of, they sent me a lot of ads for, Honkai Impact 3, which I know you know because Roswell's been playing a lot of. Mm-hmm. But, like, a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, every 3 months there's a new game that'll pop up that's called, like, Brutal War, Age of Fighting.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, all, like, trying to, like... It's all, like, the Screaming Man app icon, like, Clash of Clans.
Yeah. My phone is, like, old as shit and very small, so it kind of sucks to watch videos on it, so I just don't.
Oh, yeah. But anyways, the Nun, like... They got, like, their shit taken off of YouTube within, like, 8 hours or so. Like, in a very short period of time, they got their ads taken off of YouTube. Mm-hmm. Because a marketing campaign like that is just fucking shitty.
Right.
Like, I mean, like, you don't... I know there are always often horror movie ads before YouTube videos, but, like, something that short that you can't skip, that is completely out of nowhere, and it's like the equivalent of using that old fucking, like, that, like, maze game thing that, like, if you, like, when you get to level 3, there's a screamer. It's like using that as an ad campaign.
Yes, but I feel like it also has, like, it is at least an accurate advertisement. It is like, that is the level of class you're going to be getting from a movie like this, you know?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's called The Nun, like...
Well, but it is from the Conjuring franchise, which are, like, insanely trashy. So...
That's fair, but, like, I still, like, this fucking rubs me the wrong way, and then they leaned into it, and they're like, SJW's triggered much? Our movie is so edgy that we had to take an ad off of YouTube. Like, that's something that they run. That's something
I guarantee you that was their original purpose on running the ad, because they were like, this is going to get us bad press, which is good press for something which is kind of counterculture as horror is. So I think all of this is super intentional on their behalf, which it does not make it good. But
no, it's infuriating. I'm just fucking mad. Like I know I'm like the weird person to be complaining about this because I do love horror movies, but like you can't do that to people.
Yeah. I mean, I'm anti-ad anyway, so...
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
So, which is why I have an ad blocker turned off, because I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be advertised to. I don't watch TV. I try not to watch TV because I hate fucking commercials so much. It's just all bad. I just hate all of it.
I pay for my services so I don't get ads sometimes. Like Crunchyroll, I should have just paid for the service because I don't want to get... One time Andrea and I were watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure together, and she didn't have ad blocker turned on, and I hadn't purchased a subscription yet.
Uh-huh.
And the fucking... We got an ad for, like, some dude who was just, like... It was, like, a minute-long advertisement of someone being like, here's how you sell HVAC. This is how... I've got a class on teaching you how to sell and install HVAC things.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, air conditioning.
Oh,
air conditioning units, pretty much. Yeah, I know. Like, anime watchers are your real target audience for that.
That's very strange.
I've been watching Always Sunny on Hulu, and, like, I get, like... I have blocker turned on, but then one ad slips through and it's always for like nerdwallet.com. That's like how to select the best credit card if you're a nerd.
That's horrible and I hate it.
Anyways, fuck The Nun. I'm not gonna see it. I normally go in for some trash like that, but like not when you're doing it like that.
I'm still probably gonna... The thing is, I'm gonna see it because that seems about as amoral as any other advertising campaign, especially for horror. I get it, but
it's shock jock bullshit though. Like it's I know advertisement as a whole is like that's bad. I'm with you on that, but like even considering that, this is like
this just feels on par with like basically any other ad campaign for a horror movie like this. So I mean it's like obviously people are allowed to do like make their own discretions about those kind of things, but yeah, I'm still gonna see it. They're still gonna get my money. I actually will probably end up seeing it for free because I have a friend that works at a movie theater that gets me into movies for free all the time. So they probably won't get my money, but I will still definitely see it.
Practice. But yeah, that's my piece on The Nun.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else we got here? We got Goosebumps Haunted Halloween coming out soon.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that first one made enough bank to merit a sequel.
I feel like the franchise itself has enough money to support it, to justify its existence.
Like, really, though? Do you really feel that? Like, Goosebumps was a big part of my childhood, I won't lie, but, like, in 2008...
Well, let's look up what the box office for the first Goosebumps movie was.
Sure, yeah, pull that shit up.
Okay. Goosebumps movie. Goosebumps, 2015. Hi, Wikipedia, where are you? There you are! My old friend. My dear old friend, Wikipedia. Budget was... Yeah, it basically tripled its budget. Its budget was like 58 to 84 million, and it brought in like 150 million. So.
Wow, I don't remember hearing like anything about that movie.
Me neither. The only thing I know about it is that they made a game based off of it. That's like a point and click. And that's the only thing I know about the Goosebumps movie. Also, well, Jack Black is in it.
Yeah, Jack Black is in that movie, but okay. Mm-hmm. And then nothing else really sticking out to me on upcoming horror movies. Mm-hmm. We've got that fucking what the hell, The Little Stranger coming out in a few days actually, next Thursday, Friday.
Oh, I'm not familiar with this one.
I think it's the one that we saw. We saw it in a trailer for Hereditary, with like the bells and everything. Remember?
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, it's the one with Domhnall Gleeson.
Yeah, Domhnall Gleeson, Ruth Wilson, Charlotte Rampling, and Will Poulter.
Interesting. Well,
yeah.
You know, I'm excited for a lot of movies coming out this Halloween season, which is in a couple months. But
hey, is the Meg out?
The Meg?
The Meg.
Yeah, it's out.
Is it good?
No. Oh. Did you expect it to be good?
I thought it might. I could always...
It is a movie that was made in America for Chinese audiences so they can get that good money abroad, you know?
I guess. Oh, God.
Because they love that kind of shit out there, to the point where they have famous Chinese actors in the movie, and it markets directly to them. Yeah, it wasn't made... to be entertaining.
I had no idea about that. I just know it was an adaptation of a book that was like okay.
Yeah. No, apparently like everyone's phoning it in the performance. And also I really don't like
Jason Statham?
I didn't like Jaws because I thought it was really boring. So I knew I wasn't going to like this either. But Jaws is ostensibly a good movie. And this one apparently is not.
Yeah. Oh god, the Slender Man movie came out too.
Oh my god, I have no idea if it's still in theaters because it bombed so tremendously.
We have to do that in January next year when we're doing our worst of 2017 or 2018 shit.
Oh my god, yeah. If we can find it, if it's anywhere, if it's not wiped off the face, if it's not completely wiped off the face of the earth, out of shame, and embarrassment.
Yeah, like. I really want to do some more, like, I really want to make a tradition out of that, like, January is our worst of 2018, like, our worst of the previous year month, and then October is Schlocktober. Oh, God, fuck. Schlocktober is on the horizon.
Yeah. Oh
my
God,
we have 1 month out from Schlocktober. We gotta start talking to guests.
Yeah, we have to start building a roster.
Yeah, shit.
That's gonna be awesome. I love Schlocktober.
What's like the biggest reach we can get for this? Can we get like one of the last podcast guys?
We definitely can't because they're writing a book right now, so they're very busy. And B, one of them is an actual like Los Angeles actor, so I don't think we can get him either.
Okay. What are some other big movie podcasts? Can we get one of the We Hate Movies guys?
I mean, you could try.
I'm gonna add them.
Hey, come into our podcast. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Are you adding them right now?
Yeah.
Sara!
Listen, you never know if you don't ask.
Okay, fine. I mean, I guess fine. I just know for my own sake, if someone added me on twitter.com asking to come on my podcast and I didn't know them, or asking for me to come on their podcast and I didn't know them, I would not do that.
Fine, I won't.
Anyway, in any case.
So Final Destination.
The second one.
I think this one might have the least casualties.
That doesn't seem right. I feel like there was a lot of death in this one.
There was a lot of survival in this one.
That's true. No, but okay.
I'm not counting the 3 kids that were in the car at the start of the movie. Obviously.
Oh, I was counting them. I was like, okay, I think that's about the same.
That explains the count. Okay, so this movie is Kimberly, what's-her-face, is going on a trip with her friends, Frankie, Dano, and I don't remember the girl's name. Rachel. Let's call her Rachel.
Horny.
What? Yeah. But her first when Kimberly's dad is saying goodbye, Kimberly's friend walks up and is like, "Yeah, we got the condoms and the whips and the chains." And then she jumps into the front and then she says, "I'm sorry, Mr. What's-her-butter.
Yeah.
I'm just joking." And then she hops in the front seat and says, "Let's get going. I'm already horny."
Yeah. Let's get the boys. And also, sidebar, the boys that they pick up are not exactly,
fuckable boys?
I mean, if I was gonna be, like, teenage lusting over, people my own age,
One of them looked like, oh god, what was it? The guy who played Beaver on Veronica Mars?
I never watched Veronica Mars, so...
It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard, no, I've not watched it, but, they look very slimy. And they're very annoying. So I do not miss them when they die.
Okay, so Kyle Gallner is the person that I'm thinking of. He was in he was in Jennifer's Body and the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. Which that might be a Schlocktober pick.
He doesn't look like anything. He looks like an average man with a weird mustache.
Yeah, that's what he looks like now. But, 10 years ago when he was on Veronica Mars, he looked very different. Mm-hmm. But the, God, we do need to watch the Nightmare on Elm Street movie for Schlocktober.
Yes, we do.
Probably the Friday the 13th remake, too.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I mean, I think we are, legally obligated to watch a slasher movie sequel on Schlocktober. Because we've done it the past 2 years. We watched Jason X and Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yes.
So
I'm also considering making a contender for Jason Goes to Hell.
Jason Goes to Hell? That sounds awesome. Oh my god.
Maybe we're just doing all Jason Schlocktober.
Freddy versus Jason to get one of those Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh my god, yes. So I mean, we've got Freddy versus Jason. We got Friday the 13th remake. Mm-hmm. We have Jason Goes to Hell, and I think this is a year when October only has 4 Mondays in it. Let's check. Nope, it's not. We have a 5 Monday October again.
Yeah, I feel like most. I don't know. I don't know anything about October.
I mean, the overlap is by 2 days, so it's not very common. Mm-hmm. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is the overlap this year, so 3 days.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So, another jam-packed October for y'all.
Yeah, hell yeah. Are there enough Friday the 13th left to talk about?
Yes, absolutely. They made 10 of them, I'm pretty sure.
Let's find out. Let's just take a quick look-see on Wikipedia. I know we're 2 seconds into this movie, but... Yeah, because, okay, Jason Goes to Hell was called The Final Friday, and then they made Jason X. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Good
franchise.
There was the final chapter in 84.
Yeah.
We've never actually seen the original. We have to watch the original during September.
I actually never want to watch the original one. I just want to watch all the sequels and have intimate knowledge of all the sequels, but know nothing about the original movie. That's kind of how I want to live my life. You know?
Yeah. Remember that scene in Jason X when he decapitates those 2 dudes in VR and then decapitates them in real life also?
Stupid movie. Dumb, stupid movie.
Anyway, so Kimberly and her friends are going on a road trip to, I don't even know if it's ever specified, but Kimberly is, like, really freaked out because she keeps hearing shit on the radio, and it's like, 1 year anniversary of Flight 180, and, like, Highway to Hell starts playing. Mm-hmm. And some, like, football players on a school bus that drives past her are just shouting, pile up, pile up, pile up.
Great, which is awesome, which is, like, everything you want to hear.
We see that, and you know, you're just like, okay, well, those are the Groundhog Day signifiers, which it's a theory that I presented last Final Destination episode, but it's basically the things that, like, what the fuck is the movie, the song in Groundhog Day?
I don't remember. Hey, actually, it's not that I don't remember, it's that I've never fucking seen Groundhog Day.
Okay, so it's like, what is like, every time I see one of these Groundhog Day type things, I just think, like, okay, what is this Groundhog Day instance's version of Heat of the Moment from the Supernatural episode?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Mystery Spot.
Yeah, for sure. God. Yeah, Highway to Hell is, like, so on the nose, but also, that's it. So...
it's I Got You, Babe, by the way.
We get, like, an old woman, like, shaking a bag of cans, like, an old homeless woman shaking a bag of cans, and they're like, haha, funny. Because it, like, splits open and, like, dumps everywhere, and then, let's see, her dad calls and tells her about that, oh, your car is leaking transmission fluid, so that's fun. Which doesn't actually come up, I don't think. Let's see. All this shit is happening. We get some dude doing a bump on the highway, which is fun. A woman smoking a cigarette, and then one of the pothead dudes in the car.
Let's. I will run down the list of character names real quick for you. By the way.
Okay.
So we've got Kimberly. Clear Rivers is back. Alex Browning died in between the first and second movie when a brick fell on his head. Mm-hmm. Officer Thomas Burke, lotto winner and cool car driver Evan Lewis. Mm-hmm. Very small boy Tim Carpenter and his mother Nora Carpenter. Mm-hmm. Lawyer lady Kat Jennings. Mm-hmm. Which, like, isn't that the name of... No, I'm thinking of Kat Dennings. That's a person.
Kat Dennings?
Yeah.
Yes.
But this character's name is Kat Jennings.
Yes.
Which I think is very funny.
Yes. We
have biker Eugene Dix. We have druggie Rory Peters. And I think that's everyone who dies in the pileup. Oh, no, we got Isabella Hudson, the pregnant lady. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then we've got the three people in the van, the three people in the car with Kimberly. Shayna McClank.
Good name.
Her last name is McClank.
It's just like these are like procedurally generated humans.
Yeah, this is like the roster of, like, when the Japanese game company had to come up with, like, American names. Mm-hmm. Mike Truck. Oh, Mike Truck. Also Dwight Rortugal dies in this movie.
Cool. Yeah, so it's...
I'm sorry, every time I think about that image, it just kills me.
No, it's really good.
I want to make a Final Destination 6 where just everyone is just, like, from that roster.
Yeah. And they all have the personality of a thumbtack. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have, like, a cop and stuff. Yeah, all these characters, and on this highway, they all die in their individual ways. Let's see, let's just list off our favorite deaths in this first sequence. Mine is definitely the first one, which is the log through the head.
Oh yeah, that one's unquestionably the best one.
Right. So the whole conceit of this is that there's like a semi truck carrying like lumber.
Yeah, and the chains on it break.
Mm-hmm. And then that kind of just, like, sets everything off into everybody running into one another and, like, explosions. A lot of explosions, which actually are, like, really personally satisfying for me.
Yeah.
So...
Well, I mean, for me, I don't really like that. I don't really like that kind of stuff very much. I think that this is the second best. No, actually, I think this is actually the second worst, like, calamity at the start of the movie. I think Flight 180 is the worst, obviously.
Yeah.
It's just boring. Everyone dies in a single explosion. Nothing really interesting happens.
Right.
I think this one's second worst just because so much of it is explosion-based. There's something cool happening to everyone's bodies. Mm-hmm. I think 4, it has a bad one with the racetrack where, like, there's just, like, a really bad... I remember at one point, like, it looks like someone just clicked and dragged a rock over on top of someone and killed them with it. Like, it just looks like that level of video effects. And there's a lot of explosion-based stuff. I think 3 is second best after that because it's a lot of just, like, interesting deaths, but the roller coaster's maybe a little bit too fast for us to see some of them.
Yeah. And
then 5 has the best one with the bridge collapse.
Yeah. I actually have such a soft spot for the racetrack one because
really?
I think it's because it's the movie I've watched the most of all the Final Destination movies. But
I've seen 3 the most. So
I also just think it's like, I mean, it's bad, but it's like crazy. And I don't know. There's just I think it has a lot to do with all the characters are just the fucking worst. Like more than any Final Destination movie.
Oh yeah. One of them is like a giant. One of them's like a giant racist.
Yeah, so it is like super super satisfying to watch them all die. So I'm a big fan of it for that. So that's my take. No, this one I think is one of the more iconic ones because everyone, like, every time I'm like driving on the highway with someone in the car and there's like a semi carrying something behind us. In front of us,
get out the lane.
Well, they're like, oh, it's like that Final Destination movie, and it's like the one that everyone knows, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. So, the cultural impact of Final Destination,
absolutely
is my upcoming essay. So keep your eyes peeled for that. In any case, so everyone dies.
Everyone dies, and then it's revealed, oh, it was just a vision.
Yeah. If this is your first time at this particular rodeo, maybe you should backtrack a little, because, that's the conceit of every Final Destination movie.
Yep. So in this one's particularly a little bit odd because immediately after the accident happens in real life, which, okay, so I am not to go all CinemaSins on this shit, but like I dang, yes, thank you. Fucking the shit. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. So the conceit of this movie is that the log car is in front of everything and causes the pilot to begin with. But what happens is, like, after Kimberly has the vision and, like, goes back in time and what the fuck ever. Mm-hmm. She is, like, out of her car for 5 minutes before the log truck drives by, and there is an immediate crash, and, like, everyone dies immediately. And my question is, how the fuck did the log truck cause that collision if everyone was on the highway before the log truck even came into question?
I mean, but it's like, the thing is, that crash, the original sequence takes so fucking long to finish.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, they're gonna stop, but she's gonna have to like keep things like from happening, because she pulls onto the side of, like, into the road in front of oncoming traffic and is like, I'm just gonna stop everyone from coming, basically. So I'm like, she's gonna have to stall for a really long time to get this to work. But then it just happens all at once, and it's like, oh, okay, I see how this is. We're just not gonna worry about time. And it is a Final Destination movie, so there's a huge suspension of disbelief because of that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm willing to grant it this, but also it's like, yeah, it's just everything that happens at once as soon as the truck gets onto the ramp, you know?
Yeah.
So, but that's fine, because everyone dies except for her, but then immediately after she's, like, pulled aside, so she's talking to this police officer, and whatever, it doesn't really matter, because you know what, a lot of stuff in these movies doesn't matter, because we're not watching it for the plot. Watching Final Destination for the plot is like paying money for porn for the plot, you know?
Yeah, this is like the people who read Penthouse for the articles.
Right, yeah. So she's standing in front of this truck, and then the police officer, like, dives in front and, like, grabs her and pulls her away because a fucking truck carrying all these cars, you know, like one of those like haulers or whatever, just slams into their truck and like kills all of her friends. And it's like, gee whiz, like, I guess, Jesus Christ, it's just like immediately. And
yeah, so from this moment, I'm like, wait a fucking second. In this last movie, they were talking about death design and how it kills in the same order as they died in the crash. These people died last in the crash, so what the fuck is death doing here?
Right. Little do we know at this point. It is plot explained, because we were like, do we just not care anymore? But apparently we do care, I guess. Anyway, so let's see. Well, it's also the anniversary of Flight 180. But yeah, they take all of these people in for questioning or just like into the police, the station, or for reasons. You know what? Things just happen for reasons.
I mean, you got it. If someone like. This is a post-9... This movie came out after 9/11, and so, like, if someone's screaming about there being a giant car accident and then it happens, like, of course.
I mean, I guess, but also, like, I don't know. No crime was committed. That's fine. But you know what? This is the Final Destination universe, so there's a precedent.
There's no crime was committed, obviously. You and I know that, but, like, if someone's screaming, like, there's gonna be an accident, there's a huge accident, like, you have to take them in for questioning.
I guess so. I'll allow it.
Like, bitch, of course Kimberly didn't have anything to do with the accident, but like,
I just, you know, I think you underestimate how absolutely lazy police officers are.
I do, but with, like, this much death, I feel like...
No, I mean, it's logically justifiable. I just think that people were like, well, nobody was technically murdered, and I don't want to fill out all that paperwork, so I'm just not going to do anything about it. You know what I mean? If it happened in our world, the Final Destination world has different rules to it that extend beyond the whole death thing, you know? People tend to care more about when people die in Final Destination, despite the fact that there's way more of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to talk about some death?
Yeah, let's talk about some death.
So the first death in this is a fucking banger. Because we get to meet Evan, the guy who won $250,000 in the lottery, which is like... If I want, like, I don't know how I would feel about winning that, because, like, that's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot of money.
Okay, first of all, it's stipend out to you, is the thing.
Or you just get or you can get a lump sum that's, like, a certain percentage.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of taxes on that money, too. So, you can't exactly go crazy with your lottery money.
Right. Like, if I win the lotto, but I only win, like, $250,000, I'm like, well, I mean, like... I can't be upset about this. I just won, like, probably about $100,000 after taxes.
Right.
But, like, it couldn't have been the Mega Millions.
Right. Well, I mean, the thing is like, so he comes in to his apartment with, like, an iMac, which is, like, these days an iMac is what, like, maybe $2,000 to $3,000? And I don't know what it was back in, like, 2003 or whatever.
Is that really how much iMacs cost?
I think so. My MacBook was like $1,000-ish.
iMac is it looks like I'm just on Amazon. I can get an Apple iMac for like $800.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that like a brand new one?
8 gig memory, 1 terabyte hard drive, Core i5 core.
Interesting. Maybe I just remember spending a lot of money on. Because we have an iMac here in my house. It's not mine though. I did not pay for it. And I remember, like, when I was getting my MacBook fixed a couple years ago, I remember looking at the prices, and I remember them being considerably more. But you know what? In this economy, who knows? In this economy? Anyway. No, he's, also it's like, okay, so you want to win a bunch of money, you're like, oh, I'm going to buy a really nice desktop computer.
I mean...
You would, but, like, this guy?
Actually, I wouldn't. I have a very nice desktop computer right now. I'd buy, like, a new graphics card for it, and, like, toss it in there, but, like, that's about it.
Right, yeah. But this guy does not seem like, oh, I need an iMac. Okay, I have, like, iMacs are not exactly a status symbol because they're just in your house and nobody sees them.
Yeah, but he also buys a cool gold watch and a shitty ring that's not 100%. It's one of those rings that's like 80% of a ring.
Oh my god, it's got a U on it, right?
It's a U ring.
Yeah.
It's a septum piercing ring, basically.
Yeah. It looks, I mean, it's so
by the way,
gaudy.
side effect, every time I heard the word septum piercing up until I actually saw what it was, I thought it was something to do with the butthole.
I mean, there's septums all around your body, baby.
Damn.
Like, a septum is just like, it's just like a description of like a passageway. Damn. So,
that's
I mean, it has to, it's not deep, it's just medically accurate.
Sounds deep as fuck.
You know what? I will take that. I will let you compliment how deep my vague medical knowledge is.
He knows his shit, folks.
Does he? I think I know approximate things. Like
you have an approximate. You're like that Adventure Time line. You have an approximate knowledge of many things.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean yes, exactly. Because yeah, I just it's like I think I read
basically,
an article about this once.
You have like the knowledge database of a fan fiction writer who like knows very minuscule who knows very specific and minuscule details about some weird things because of like corner cases in fan fiction.
Yeah.
Listen, hey, all that Mac Dennis shipping had to learn you something. I can cut that if you want. I feel bad for teasing you about it all the time.
I'm just thinking about the only published fanfiction I have for It's Always Sunny is a serial killer AU, and I didn't have to do research for that. That's just stuff I already know. That's just information that's already in like my brain meat, you know?
I mean, that's just who you are as a person.
That's just who I am at my very core. I like peaked as a human after I wrote that, so it's kind of just all downhill from there, you know?
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
So Evan gets like it's a super long walk to get to his death because like he gets his hand stuck in a garbage disposal trying to get the ring. Which is the best,
honestly. I mean, it's got a lot of false stops.
Yeah, my favorite thing about this is that like a refrigerator magnet falls into his open box of rice with the Chinese food, which like I think I also saw a metal handle on that thing, like the Chinese food boxes have.
Yeah.
And like so that was completely unnecessary. He was just dumb enough of a fuck to put the Chinese food box with the metal handle into the microwave.
Well, it's necessary insofar as the magnets originally spell "Hey E" on it.
Yeah, but then they spell I.
And then it spells I, which is like, I was like, I saw that and I registered it, and then I completely forgot about it until we're talking about right now, because he dies, spoiler alert, because he gets a fucking fire escape ladder, like, falls directly into his eye socket. And I was like, hey, that's it. That's the thing. It was on purpose.
Foreshadowing.
And also, like, really subtle foreshadowing, which is kind of fun.
Yep.
So I'm into it. I'm really into it. So do you want to so he magnet
so
in.
he sticks that, so he starts a grease fire on his stovetop, he starts a fire in his microwave, but his big problem is that he just drops his fancy ring down the sink, and not that his apartment is starting to burn down. So like, I'm just gonna shove my hand in this garbage disposal and not try and like deal with the fact that my microwave is exploding.
Yeah.
So he gets his hand out, but like garbage disposals are always a necessity when it comes to Rube Goldberg-esque stuff, because everyone has a latent fear of them turning on with their hand inside of it.
Yeah. Oh, horrible! I hate garbage disposals so much. If I could could never run one again, either by accident or on purpose, I would be happy. You know.
Yeah.
So then there's a fire in his apartment because he started a grease fire when he was like cooking chicken nuggies.
Yep, in a pan.
In a pan. I should add. Like, is your oven broken, dude? So he like gets out a fire extinguisher, which he had, which I was like, oh, that's foresight, because I don't have a fire extinguisher in my house. but it doesn't work because he's really stupid and didn't pull the pin out on it, basically. Or
Yeah.
I think it's just implied by the plot that it's just, like, really old and doesn't work anymore, but I think it's because he, like, forgot to fucking pull the pin out so it, like, would work properly.
Sure.
So he's like, all the windows, we see all the windows slam shut.
Like, death is not even, like, there's no probable cause for that outside of Death just being a fucker.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're all, like, open, and I guess the weight of the window could, like, close it or whatever, but just all at once, and it's awesome. And then he's like, oh, fuck, but then his, like, brain does a thing, and he's like, oh, I'll get this chair, and I'll throw it through this glass that's, like, made out of sugar. Because
that's a running motif. That's a recurring theme in this movie, that, like, windows are made out of shit. And also, we're really far into this podcast. I know, like, we had there's, like, a 15-minute break in our recording, but, like, we're 45 minutes into this, bitch.
Yeah, we did a lot of rambling. So,
yeah. I guess we pick up the pace a little bit. But, yeah, the candy windows, and he climbs out and goes down the fire escape, and he slips in a pile of spaghetti that he just threw out the window earlier.
Yeah.
And then he falls, and then the fire escape ladder, like, drops, and it stops, like, a foot above his eye, and he's like, oh, thank God. He doesn't bother to, like, roll out of the way, because then it comes down and crushes his face and kills him instantly.
Yep. And then, there's a lot of plot in this movie that doesn't need to be there, is what I'm thinking.
Like, we find out that Death is working in reverse, and that, everyone who has survived the accident also wound up surviving other things because of the events of the first movie. Like, the cop is like, yeah, when I went to go clean up that dude who got cut in half by the piece of metal at the train tracks, my partner actually went to a crime scene and got shot to death, and that would have happened to me too. And then everyone's like, wait, I was stopped from dying by one of the survivors of Flight 180. That's weird. And then, like, wait, so that means the Death is double backwards in Death and going backwards up the list. Which,
I hate the rules of this franchise. Well, I love this franchise, but I hate the rules of it because I feel like every time they're like, oh, I narrowly evaded death, it feels like it's always framed as like, oh, you fucked up by narrowly avoiding death. But I'm like, some of these things just happen by chance. The thing is, like, a lot of the reasons they didn't die is because they just didn't die by chance, basically. It's not like anyone actually. It's just so crazy and stupid, and it's like,
it's a lot.
I mean, you said this last movie, it was like just like death playing games, basically, and like, yeah. I buy that, but it's like, then there's all these rules, and it's like, it's just like, how can something be omniscient but also be cheated, you know? It's just crazy making. Obviously, it's crazy making. You're not supposed to think about it. Don't think about it. But I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Yeah, it's a problem. So I'm thinking about it. Anyway, so Clear Rivers is back in this.
Clear Rivers is back, and she's in asylum because everyone's like, "Oh, this girl is crazy."
But I think she might have put herself in that. I think she might have admitted herself to, like, keep herself safe because it's a padded room.
Let's find out. Let's go to Wikipedia.com and see if Wikipedia.com has anything to say about it.
Yeah, because I feel like that was the case. Because when Kim.
Okay, yeah, Clear is a voluntary patient. Okay.
Yeah, which is probably why she was able to leave just by herself later. Because when Kim comes, the doctor is like, oh, let's get all these, like, things off of you and stuff like that. Way more than I think would be normal for visiting any sort of patient. And she's like, does she think is she a danger to me? And the doctor's like, no, but she thinks you're a danger to her. So that's kind of the whole conceit of it. And then
it was cool to see Clear back in this.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like Clear Rivers, and I like her in this movie too. And her padded room, her padded cell, quote unquote.
It looks like something out of 12 fucking Monkeys.
Yeah, I mean, it's so sci-fi. It's so sci-fi for no reason. She has, like, a fucking Pepe Sylvia-esque, connected dots, newspapers, clippings, and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, if you're scared of death finding you, like, how would you have all these thumbtacks and shit and not be... Anyway, whatever. And then, so her and Kim talk Welsh. They discover that it's going backwards, whatever. And then she has, like, a fucking monitor in her cell. cell, her room. She's not in fucking prison. She has a monitor in her room that like shows the hallway, and I'm like, okay, I get that you like put yourself in this situation, but they're not going to be that accommodating, you know? Also, there's no reason for something like that to be there. Also, like, it's just crazy making, Sarah. Across the board, crazy
It's
making.
a lot.
We actually have a lot of characters in this movie, which we already talked about, but I'm just like, like, who dies next, I guess, is the question that should be asking.
It's Tim next. Tim is next.
Tim is
because
next?
Kimberly has a vision of a flock of pigeons attacking her, and Tim goes to the dentist's office, and the dentist is like, hold on, and just, like, leaves the gas flowing into his mouth.
Oh my god, okay, so this one is horrifying, because I hate the dentist to begin with. So,
yes,
first of all,
so the thing is, a bunch of pigeons are attacking his office, and, like, one of them hits the window, and just, like, leaves a giant crack in it.
Yeah,
because,
hard
again,
enough to crack glass, and I'm like, hello? I mean, I know this is a thing with just movies in general, that, like, glass is, like, way more fragile than it is in real life.
Everything in these games are made. Everything in these movies are made of either meat or paper.
Nothing has any substance to it,
and everything is combustible. Everything explodes at the slightest provocation.
Yeah. So he's like getting like nitrous or whatever, and there's oxygen and that being put into him, but then the oxygen gets turned off. So he's just getting that, and he's like, wah, and because a pigeon flew into crashed into the office, and everyone's scrambling to pick it up, but they just left this kid here, which is good. No, you're a professional. Like, this fucking dentist should get sued out of his ass after this, because, like, way to put this, like, patient in danger, like, legitimate danger, by just leaving him unattended, you know? Well, you have, like, drugs going into him. Like, that's not legal even a little bit. And then there's something from the ceiling decoration, like a fish falls into his mouth, and he starts choking on that.
He starts choking on it, but the thing is, to me, that, like, it doesn't look like that thing's particularly obstructing his windpipe. It just kind of looks like it's sitting in his mouth, but, like, whatever.
Yeah. Is he tied down? Because, like, he just, like, can't move.
Well, he's got sleeping gas pumping into his mouth, so, like, that kind of makes sense. That tracks.
I guess. But then, like, one of the nurses...
Oh, I just had a bad flashback to the time I got my wisdom teeth out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I woke up for a lot of that.
Oh. Yeah, it sucks.
I'm fine. I'm good.
So, like, one of the nurses comes in, takes it out of his mouth, and then he's like, they just send him on his way, and he's, like, walking out. They're like, hey, mom's like...
Kim and the cop show up, and they're like, Tim, watch out, the pigeons! And Tim's like, yeah, those are some pigeons, and, like, goes and runs in, like, gets into flyover, which bumps into a construction worker, which causes him to drop a giant pane of glass that they've just been, like, lifting outside into on top of him and crushing him immediately.
Yeah, it's fun. It is great, actually, because, like, okay, so glass is made of sugar, but also doesn't shatter when it falls on a human and just kind of squishes them. Like, they're a fucking marshmallow peep filled with blood, you know?
Like it's like an unstoppable force versus an immovable object, but it's like it's an extremely stoppable force versus a completely movable object.
Yeah, like an object that has no substance to it. Jesus
that's what both of them are, because humans are just meat. There is no such thing as bone in this universe.
Right. There's hardly a thing as meat, because, like, yeah, he just, like, squelches.
Yeah, he scrunches, like, immediately.
Yeah, it's just flesh and blood, dude. Just flesh and blood, baby. Jesus Christ. Okay, so who dies next?
After that, I think it's Nora, his mom.
His mom.
Yeah, Nora gets decapitated by the elevators.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so, like, yeah, so... Okay, so we actually go a long stretch without any death.
Yeah, there are so many survivors, and there is so much time without corpses in this movie.
Yeah, yeah, so like they're all of them are congregating into this like apartment complex or something. They're in the basement of it. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. There's just a bunch of them here, just like trying to figure it out. And people are like, "Oh, I don't believe it. Oh, I believe it. Whatever. Here's something. Shit. Blah blah blah." And they one of the dudes, the one who was doing like a bump of coke on the fucking freeway, is like, oh, like sees a vision of like a man with hooks, and they're like, oh shit. So, and then they get into the elevator to like, one of the dudes gets into the elevator to leave, and he's like, oh, there's a man with hooks here, holy shit, like hands and hooks, you know, and like a bucket, a basket.
And he's horny about her. He's horny about Nora, and he sniffs her hair.
Yeah, and then as she's getting out of the elevator, I think her like head gets stuck, or she's going, I don't know.
Her hair gets caught on the hook bag, and the elevator doors open and close immediately.
Yeah. Well, there's a precedent for this because they talked about how like the bumpers on the elevator.
Well, there was precedent for how the doors don't really reopen, and like it almost ate Rory's shoe.
Right.
But Rory is like the doors at least like when it comes to Nora, like the doors open, she walks out and only gets like 80% of her body out, and the doors immediately close because she's so afraid.
Yeah. And then so then it's like a kind of a slow burn where her head's getting crushed and she's being lifted off her feet by it. And then, then her head pops clean off. Honestly, like, a little slower than I expected it to, and way less gory than I expected it, but that's fine. And then there's just a decapitated head in the elevator. So, and then we have Isabella is a pregnant woman who is in a jail cell. I don't know if we talked about her before. It doesn't really matter. She's pregnant. She's pregnant and she's a survivor. So if she gives life is the thing.
Yeah, if she gives life.
Well, you know. Whatever. So if she like gives birth and like creates life.
So like we're actually really close to the end of the movie here because the first hour of this movie is like 3 deaths.
Yeah.
And then there's a huge traffic accident. There's a smaller traffic accident between like 2 cars. The biker Eugene the biker man, he is injured and taken to the hospital. The lawyer lady, Kat Jennings. Kat is Kat like gets a log across her legs and she can't really move, and then someone tries to pull her out with the jaws of life, but the force propels on the airbag to open, which propels her head backwards into a pipe that's sticking out of her seat. And then Rory is an explosion happens with a news van, which sends some barbed wire and just like slices Rory in twain.
Yeah.
Is that a word? I know slicing twain is a thing.
No, but you know what? Language is a human construct, so you can just do whatever you want.
I am human. Last I checked.
Yeah. So yeah, you can basically just do whatever you want. So have at it.
But Kim has a couple other visions and is like, oh shit, there's a doctor. Oh shit, someone drives into the ocean. Uh-oh. And then they go to the hospital where Nora's having her baby. Or not Nora. What the fuck's her name? I don't remember. The pregnant lady is having her... Isabel, thank you. Isabella is having her baby, and and then everything happens in the hospital pretty much because the Eugene almost dies, and everyone looks like they're on the brink of death, and then the baby is born, and then they're like, wait a second, Isabella was never going to die in the crash. She pulls off to the side in the memory of the vision, and then there's like, oh, well shit, how do we make new life? And then Kimberly's like, I know what I have to do, and she drives into the ocean and gets like resuscitated, but then Clear opens Eugene's door and explodes herself and Eugene because of a gas leak. And then that's pretty much the end of the movie because
oh my god, the end though, the actual end of the movie is so fucking funny.
Good. Because we meet Brian, who we met earlier. Brian is someone that Rory saved from getting run over by a news van, and he was wearing a Limp Bizkit shirt at the time. And then someone mentions like, yeah, Brian here got saved by Rory before Rory tragically died. And like, oh wow, we didn't know that. Then they look at Brian, and the grill that Brian is grilling at explodes, and he
just pops like a balloon.
Like, he just explodes.
Yeah, like a human flesh balloon. Then his arm falls, like charred arm falls in front of his mom, who screams, and then cut to credits. It was the best. We watched it twice. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Dumb movie. Good dumb movie.
Great dumb movie.
On a scale of 0 to 5, blood-filled marshmallow peeps. What are you going to give this one?
On a scale of 0 to 5 blood-filled marshmallow peeps, I'm going to give this one like a 3.5. It's definitely below the median for Final Destinations for me. Actually, no, I think this is the median, because I think my ranking for Final Destinations is like, it's 5, 3, 2, 1, 4. I think 4 is the weakest.
Yeah.
Maybe 4-1, I'm not entirely sure, but like, this one's right in the middle for me, and I think a 3.5 is a good indicator of that, because like, Final Destination 3 is like a solid 4 for me.
Yeah.
And that's what 5 probably sits to.
Yeah, I'm going to give this one a 3, I think. Just pretty average. An average movie. I enjoyed it. The deaths are always fun. Actually, like, the Rube Goldberg-ness of, like, the 2 first deaths are, like, awesome. Like, they just, like, kind of knock it right out of the park, you know? So it starts strong, and then it waffles for a while, and then it ends really strong.
The ending, like, the hospital scene I could really kind of go without. I feel like it was a little monotonous, but the actual ending makes up for a lot of that.
Yeah.
You want to get into recommendations? We don't have any questions this week, so...
Sure, yeah. You go first, because I can't remember anything I've ever enjoyed in my life.
My recommendation this week is, like, you know that old Mew meme that's like, today I will, like, completely clueless, and like, today I will listen to X band.
Yeah.
That's how I was on Monday this week with Chvrches, because I listened to last week's episode of Wonderful, and Griffin McElroy was like, yeah, if you know a song by Chvrches, it's probably The Mother We Share. And I'm like, I've heard The Mother We Share, I think. And then I was like, today I will listen to Chvrches. And then my gay heart exploded because I'd never listened to them before. Despite the fact that every single person whose musical opinion I respect has been talking them up for the last 3 years, I literally skipped over them because I thought one of the dudes were the vocalist. And I was like, I don't want to hear electro pop with a dude vocalist. I have enough of that in my life.
Yeah,
but then I was like, Lauren Mayberry sounds like a little bit like a wayfish sprite, and she's got a beautiful voice, and wow, this is good music too. The sound is great. I love it. But I'm really gonna recommend. I love I'm gonna recommend one song in particular, which is Out of My Head, which is the collaboration they did with Wednesday Campanella, a Japanese hip-hop outfit. It's their most recent single. It came out on my birthday on August 3rd. And it is absolutely fucking slap city. Lauren Mayberry's got a great voice. And one of my favorite things that that friend of the show, Matt, pointed out is that if you pay close attention, you can hear Lauren Mayberry's accent slip, because in the chorus of The Mother We Share, I don't know if you know that song. But there's a lyric, the mother we share will never keep your proud head from falling. But the way, like, her accent really seeps in, because what she says is, the mother we share will never keep your prayed heart from falling. Or prayed head. Anyway.
Where's she from?
Somewhere in Europe. I'm going to double check. Lauren Mayberry. She is from Scotland.
Cool, yeah. My recommendation this week is a controversial one. Everyone needs to give a dedicated try to Lacroix and stop talking shit about Lacroix.
I like Lacroix.
Yeah. Like, okay, people are
my god, there's, my local grocery, Wegmans has their own brand of, like, flavored soda water, and one of theirs is blackberry tangerine, and it's...
Yeah, I mean, it's just
magnifique.
Like, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. People are like, ooh, it's gross. It's not soda. It's sparkling goddamn water that has, like, flavoring in it. Like, it's just water. So stop expecting it to be soda, and then it's like, ooh, this soda has no taste. It's not soda. It's water, and just enjoy the subtleties of it. Stop being mean to LaCroix. It doesn't taste like the distant memory of it. The flavor there is actually pretty prominent, and it's so good, and it's good for you, and it's just water. Just drink more water, and this is a good reason to drink more water. I love LaCroix so much. I love LaCroix. So my favorite flavor is the Raz Cranberry or whatever. But lime was really good too. And I had a cherry lime recently that was really tasty. Please give Lacroix another chance. She's just trying her hardest out there, and I love her so much. Thank you.
If you want to support the show, check us out on Patreon. Patreon.com/fearbaiting supports both this and our sister podcast, The Wonder Years, where me and Blair, plus friend of the show and frequent guest Sara, talk about Animorphs. This week's book is going to be fucked up, and I'm really excited about it. Mm-hmm. We're recording in a couple of days, so get your questions in. Mm-hmm. Let me think. Next week is going to be a very special episode because my girlfriend from Vancouver, Sophie, patron of the show, Sophie, is going to be out here, and we're going to be doing Evil Dead 2 with her. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to scream because I'm so gay.
Yeah.
But look forward to that. Let's see.
Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die?
Yeah, that's my other podcast, Leftism. It's very fun. Thank you very much to all of our patrons. Obviously, if you donate the $1 a month level, you get to vote in a poll, we do have a poll up now, fucking finally, because I know we've been promising this on and off, and we sometimes do, but it's been a few fucking months.
Yeah.
But our poll right now is for what would we watch after we do Evil Dead next week. I believe our options are The Conjuring, The Rise of Leslie Vernon, Scream 2, and Cube 2. Hypercube.
Yeah. So...
thank you. And if you donate $5 a month, you get message read on the show, and $10 a month, you get to demand us that we watch a movie of your choosing, and it must be scarier than Donnie Darko.
Yep.
Actually, no, we changed it. Now it has to be scarier than The Covenant.
Yeah. So
thank you. And at the $5 and $10 a month levels, we read your name and say thank you. So thank you very much to Paul Bechtel, Sophie, the cooler Sophie, Kit, and Michael K.
We love you so much.
We love you dearly. If you want to find me, I already mentioned my other stuff. Twitter and Twitch is at SunhatZenya. I'm going to be doing some streams this week before Sophie gets here of some Mega Man. It's going to be a fucking blast. So tune in for that. And Tumblr is Chie Satsanakas, and that's my shit. Blair?
Oh, sorry. My audio cut out for a second.
No problem.
If you want to find me online, you can do so at BlairKitch on Twitter or blairkitch.tumblr.com. Watch me be a moron for your amusement. For free!
For free.
Yeah, so thank you all so much for listening this week. We will see you next week.
Yep.
But until then, I have been Blair.
I remain Sara.
And remember...
You can put a fucked up guy anywhere.
Peace out!
Bye!